Hey everybody, Brian Bauman from Bauman Farms, and it's time for a little update tour of my house. In fact, it was so funny the other day. I was walking through the parking lot, and this lovely young lady stopped me, and she's like, I just had to say hi. I just feel like I know you, and we're old friends. And that's exactly what I love. I love being able to take you kind of behind the scenes and show you all the things that I'm working on, and I have some amazing things that I'm really excited about. But there's a few weeds, so don't look too close. The first is these hydrangeas are going to be so beautiful right now. Paniculata hydrangeas, or they're named for kind of the pinnacle pyramid shape of the blossoms that come on. This is Limelight. This one gets a little bit more shade than some of my others do, but Limelight in general is a little bit later to bloom. I actually kind of like that. We're right at the middle of July right now, which means it's going to be really in its glory here in a couple weeks. That'll last well into November with those blooms. They're big, they're beautiful. I also find in the Northwest, as we get cooler nights in the fall, you'll get more of that red tone to the blossom. I'm going to show you, I have several different paniculata hydrangeas in the yard. I'll show you a couple different ones, but I have this front kind of flower bed, and I intersperse some of the stone hedge begonias in here, and you can see they're already over 2 feet tall. These will actually get 3, maybe 4 feet tall by the end of the summer. So I sprinkled in just a little bit of color just to kind of go with the hostas as people are coming up to the house. I wish there was a scratch and sniff YouTube channel, because let me tell you, this frost-proof gardenia right here is absolutely amazing. The fragrance that you get from these blossoms, I mean, morning, noon, and night smell so good. It doesn't get covered in blossoms all at once, although this entire plant is covered with buds right now. But what a great plant that's evergreen, easy to take care of, full sun to part shade, blooms, really nice fragrance. I love having this right by my front door. It's so nice all summer. I just love that it's blooming right now. But check out these blossoms, or more, maybe I should say seed pods. This is Hypericum. This is a Hypericum from Monrovia. Thank you everybody for coming along with me the other day as we took a tour there. But they come out in these beautiful kind of yellow blossoms, and they get covered in these red berries. So pretty. Very easy to take care of, very hardy. It does lose its leaves during the winter time, but right now for cut flowers, arrangements, you could dry these. So pretty. If you leave them on here, eventually kind of the berries turn brown as they ripen and they'll fall off, but they'll last like this for months and be gorgeous. And of course, like my go-to vine, evergreen, flowering, fragrant, this is Star Jasmine. Such a great plant for the Northwest. I can't say enough things about it. Everyone comes and asks me for a climbing vine that's evergreen and smells good. I tell them Star Jasmine. They say, what about something else? I go, I would still plant Star Jasmine. It is my favorite. It's really nice, super easy to take care of, and looks great all the time. The Insta Hedge that we did a couple months ago now? It's been a little while. Looking great. I keep it watered right now. We've really got to get the water in there to keep it going for the first year. But you can see there's some new growth starting to come on here now, which tells me it's happy, it's doing well. It gets a lot of afternoon sun, and it's just been, I can't tell you the number of people who have walked up and are like, what did you do different? And just changing out that hedge made a huge difference. A couple months ago, I showed you this hebe. This is Amy, is her name, and she had a rough winter. She was really burned. She was not happy. I trimmed her back, and pretty soon this entire hebe is going to be just covered in purple flowers. Does such a great job during the summertime. Very low maintenance, very drought tolerant, and I love the purple color. I have some, this is sombrero red echinacea in the back here. I had planted this last year. This is the second year for it. That is one plant. It's huge. Ginormous. I have it kind of blooming all around the magnolia here. It's really nice. The roses are over here starting to bloom, but I want to show you something. This is a pot, I don't know what you call this, maybe a pot garden, but I took some of the glow-in-the-dark firefly petunias and I kind of planted them out here because I wanted to see them out in the nighttime, and it has been nice They are a terrible plant. They are brown, they are yellow. I try to do everything right to them, but I'm hoping, like, as the night goes along further and we start getting longer night times, I'm going to be able to be out here and enjoy them more, because I get up every morning around 5:30. I am done by 8:30. Like, I am in bed. No kidding. My kids try and call me all the time, and I'm like, I'm asleep. Funny, I wanted to show you this blue salvia too. This is blue suede shoes. I've used a lot of different salvias in the past. And one of the things that I really find, I love blue flowers. I think they're great. But I had a master gardener tell me once, if you think about the color wheel, green comes from mixing blue and yellow. So you have green. So if you have a green backdrop and you put blue flowers on top of it, part of that green has blue in it. So it doesn't really pop. There's not that real contrast in colors. So when you're looking for blue flowers, it's great, but they just don't sometimes provide the pop that you need. I think it works in this space with the blue, in the white pots or the white flowers and the gray pots, but I think next year I'd probably plant something that gives you a little more pop in this space. So far it's doing fine. Blue suede shoes is a great proven winners variety. There's also Rock and Deep Fuchsia and Rock and Deep Purple. Both of those might be good options for me for next year. Give you a little update on the planters that we planted. This one, I have one that's this one gets more sun than the other one that's behind me. And finally, I'm getting some really nice leaves coming off with that kind of pink throat center to it. Look at this one just coming. This one probably just opened up. Really pretty. And I mean, I don't remember, I'll have to go back and look at the video too, but I mean, this is like 5 feet tall now. Really putting on a lot of new growth. I'm excited because we're really starting to warm up. I think it's really going to love the sun. Everything else in here seems to be doing good, except for I would say the coleus kind of got hidden in the center. It's that time of the year. I was talking to some people. California has it. Midwest, you don't have this as much. But during the summertime in the Northwest, we had these little white cabbage moths, white butterflies that fly around. They lay their eggs on your baskets, and their little worms, we call them cutworms or budworms, will come out, and they will eat every single blossom off your plant. And I have people all the time come and tell me, Brian, I'm watering, I'm fertilizing, I'm doing everything right. I do all of those things right too, and let me show you what happens. You're going along, everything seems to be fine, life is good, you have this beautiful container, and you look at it and it's green. I am so embarrassed. Like, this happens to the best of us. It happens to all of us, right? Yeah, it just gets covered with these little white worms. And I swear, like, you can't see them because, like, when they eat the foliage and the blossoms, they turn the color. And if you stare at this long enough, it starts to move. Slowly but surely, you find one, and then another, and then another. And Jessica's skin's already crawling. She loves worms. Worms are her favorite. She's wincing behind the camera right now. So there's a couple different products that work good for this. My favorite product is Captain Jack's. Captain Jack's contains spinosad, which is a bacteria that they actually found in a rum distillery. And this particular bacteria is completely safe for us. It's safe for your pets. It's safe for your kids. It's not going to do anything wrong with you. It's completely organic. But when those worms eat that bacteria, it eats them from the inside out, and they deserved it. Every little bit for ruining my whole pot. So I always like to use, I had this pulled out earlier because I was just starting. I like to use a ready to spray, ready to use. Ready to spray, I always get it wrong too. The one where you're just squishing the little squirt bottle, I get too many flowers. It takes forever to do that. You can't get it, it's cheaper. But you can get it in these bottles that hook onto the end of the hose. And a tip for when you use these, I got the water on here. You can turn the fan on and you think, okay, it's working, I'm doing my thing. But it's not until you get it all the way over that it reaches down in here and starts grabbing stuff. And oftentimes I'll kind of spray it on the ground just to see. You can kind of see it right here, Jessica. See how it's kind of milky? That way I know that it's in here and you can actually smell it. coming, and then you just want to soak it down, like all the way, everything. It's not going to hurt it. I mean, I find that it does it early morning, late afternoon, I think is probably a little easier on the flowers, but oftentimes I don't have time, and it's whenever I have a moment that my mom's not yelling at me that I come out here and just spray it down. And one bottle like this will do my whole house. I do this every other week. It's just something you got to kind of keep on up throughout the summer because, well, it's going to kill the ones that are alive and eating right now. And then there's still eggs in there. Well, we killed all those. So in a couple weeks, I got to go back and do it again just to kind of stay up on it. If you do that every couple weeks, good. Just have a maintenance day, get it out of the way, and you're set. First, I want to show you this pot because it makes my heart happy. I love it so much. This is a giant alocasia here. I've held it over for a couple of years and it's loving life. It's doing great. I've added a whole bunch of different things. This is a princess flower. Look at those purple flowers. Everybody knows how much I love purple. It's kind of wild and rangy, which is unusual for me, but really nice. Come down in here, Jessica. This is that new Pink Paradise Transplanting. I've used it in this pot. Even though this pot's in full sun, the leaves up top are giving it enough shade down here for a little microclimate. So I have a Spectra Trailing Impatient. I have the Pink Paradise Transplanting and some Plum Dandy Alternanthera from Proven Winners. Ferns, a lot of different stuff going on in here. Love this pot. Now, around to the other side here. This is the flower bed that I did a couple of weeks ago featuring those hydrangeas from Monrovia that I love. It is hard on a plant when you transplant it. They're in a pot, they're root bound, you've got to water it a lot, and you got to just know that for that first year, it's going to be hard on it. And you can tell these are a little rough. So if you look at some of these blossoms, we got a little bit of burn. I'm actually going to go back in. You can see even the leaves got a little too dry one day. It's not the end of the world. It is fine. She's okay. She just needs her roots to get in, get established, get some nice deep roots so she can pull that water when she needs it. And you can tell, look at the new growth here. We have some beautiful new growth. No burn on this, really nice and green. We've got some new flowers coming. Everything will be fine. So don't freak out. Plant transplant stress is a thing. It's hard on them. So don't be hard on yourself. Just let it go. Overall, the grass is doing good. My jasmine that I have coming up on either side is doing great. I have a couple little test plants that I just threw over here because I didn't have anywhere else to put them, and it was easy. But check out, this is a new echinacea called Green Apple. It's a part of a series of echinacea called SunSeekers that I am in love with. They are my favorite. This is a hybrid foxglove that's called Raspberry something. I'll have to look it up, have Jessica put it in the comments for you. Really nice foxglove, and you can see all the new little flowers coming up on it. Blooms much later in the season. So yeah, I want to just kind of see how it went. It's so funny. We were walking over here and Jessica goes, okay, I might like this grass now. Because a lot of perennials in a nursery in a little gallon pot don't look good. But when you get it in the ground and you really let them go, this is a really pretty grass. It's called Blonde Ambition. I love the like unique seed heads on it. And I wanted to add some texture, some contrast to this area. So I put a couple in just to see how I'd like them. I probably should do some more, but I have Jessica's approval. Jessica approved. She likes this one. Check out this other echinacea here, Jessica. This is another Sunseeker. This one is called Pumpkin Pie. Again, this is just the second year that I have had it planted in here. Oh, the color, amazing. Look at the number of buds on there. I mean, there's 30 or 40 blossoms on there. Again, like I want to show you, everything is not perfect in Brian's yard. I actually had 3 of them here. So I have 2 of them that came back really nice. And you can see hiding over here is the 3rd. She's just having a little harder time. Maybe it has to do with the weed that I didn't pull, but she's still here. She's still trying. Something that I can't wait for. We're getting to that time of the year. We're in the middle of July, and about the 1st of August is when this beauty is going to shine. These are the hardy hibiscus from Proven Winners. Again, I'm gonna have to look up the name. This is a red one. We grow like 5 or 6 different varieties at the farm, and literally the blossoms on this are going to be this big. So I try and keep summer going by planting different things in here all the time. I have some of the snapdragons that we talked about. And now I'm gonna ask Jessica to kind of climb up here with me because I want to show you something. Besides a bunch of weeds, okay, this ratty little guy right here, it's a good lesson. This is an angel's trumpet. And everyone will tell you that it dies during the wintertime, and I really thought mine did too. But it wasn't until the end of June that I started to see little shoots coming up. And if you look, I am fertilizing her now. I finally put some slug bait out here because that's what all the holes are about. And I was like, you know, sometimes plants find a way. There's no way this should have survived. But I actually have 2 of them in here. This one just happens to be bigger. And I'm hoping that we'll have enough time this year for it to get big enough and bloom again. And maybe it's got deep enough roots in there that it'll come back next year. Maybe I'll actually pay more attention to it. She'll be better, I promise. At the beginning of the video, I was showing you some limelight hydrangeas. They were just starting to bloom. This one is, I am pretty sure, vanilla strawberry. And it blooms a little bit earlier. It has really good red color to it. It starts out pure white, and as the blossom kind of starts at the base, which is why it's bigger at the base, and then as you get more to the point, those flowers just haven't opened up as much. And what you find is as the flowers start out pure white, as they age and get older, they'll start to turn a little bit of light pink, a little bit darker pink, almost a red. And so as that cone goes, you'll start white all the way, those different shades of pink down to red. So we're in that kind of pure white phase. Beautiful, really pretty in here. And this is a really great spot to talk about the different hibiscus. There are different hardy hibiscus. This particular hibiscus, or Rose of Sharon, is also really pretty. It has kind of smaller blossoms. You know me, I love purple. It's kind of a purple blue, more woody. It does lose its leaves during the wintertime, but it's more of a shrub, big kind of woody shrub. This right next to it is like that other hardy hibiscus that I was talking about. This is a pink variety. It's gonna have those gigantic pink blossoms on it. This particular variety dies all the way down to the ground during the wintertime. People freak out every year. It's dead, it's not coming back. It has some really nice roots that come off of it, and that's where you're gonna get the starts. It has to wait for the ground to warm up. People get confused when you say hardy hibiscus because these could not be further apart in terms of how they grow, how you care for them. But both of them are hibiscus, both of them are hardy. This one's just gonna give you that big, giant blossoms on it. Last but not least, this is a new kind of hedge that I'm working on, or what I'm hoping is gonna turn into a hedge. This is another type of paniculata hydrangea. This is called Little Lime Prime. And it is way more compact. You can see, I mean, it's only 20, 24 inches tall, unlike Limelight Prime out front. This is Little Lime Prime. The thing that as they hybridize these more and continue to work with them, they find varieties that have better branching, better flower power, and also, I think most importantly, they get better color. Some of them just really don't get that pink to red to them. These particular ones are bred more to have more of that color to them. I'll have Jessica throw up a picture of it of when it's like in its full glory. It's just phenomenal. And I want a solid hedge of these in the back. So I'm working on it. We're still talking about it. Obviously, we have some difficulties, but we're making progress out here. So All of these paniculata hydrangeas are available in the store right now. We have several different varieties of hardy hibiscus also available in the store right now. It's a great time to kind of come by the farm, pick out a few things to add to your garden that right now are getting into their prime, because now's the time we use our gardens. Don't just plant your garden in the springtime. Keep planting throughout the summer so you keep interest, you keep excitement. It just makes gardening so much more fun. So follow along. Jessica and me have got lots more going on this summer, so stay tuned.